creation, maintenance, destruction, putting people into illusions, and liberation. These are the 5 activities of Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, Ishana, Sadashiva. So, the Devi's throne is made out of these 5 energies. All the 4 are sitting as 4 pillars, and Sadashiva is lying as the base. If you see all my thrones, that is the way it will be designed. And the description says, when she is not there, it is Panja Predasana. Preda means dead bodies. 5 dead bodies. When she sits, it's called Panja Brahmasana. Means 5 consciousness or 5 cosmic energies. So the whole thing, what exists is feminine. See, if you dig, whatever is masculine in you, if you kill it, you are enlightened. Whatever is not feminine, just kill it, you are enlightened. Whatever is feminine can't be killed, because that is life source of life. There are many things which is not source of life. You think as life is jada, matter. Please understand. Whether it's your mental attachment, corruption, pollution in your consciousness or inner space, anything which is not feminine, if you renounce, you are enlightened. Anything which is masculine, if you just give up, you are enlightened. Parts. One is the life. Life which pulsates in you, which is living energy in you, which is shining as a light in your eyes, which is giving you the feeling of that I am. That is what is called consciousness. And there is something else is added, your mind, your body, for the sake of movements, to do what you want. That part which is added is masculine. That is why the masculine part is always aggressive, restless, rajasic. Anything which is restless in you is masculine part. Anything which is passive and alive, please understand, anything which is alive will be passive. Anything which is alive will be passive. It will not interfere, it will not be restless, it will not be moving. Chala means moving. Achala means life. Anything which is life will be passive, because it does not need anything from outside. Only if you need something, you will be restless. If you need something from outside, you are not feminine. You are not feminine. Please understand. When you purify yourself, that is why I said, women has more possibility for feminine consciousness. Just because you are a woman, don't think you are already female. You are already experiencing feminine consciousness. No. If you are restless for something of the outer world, you carry masculine energy in you. Carrying a pure passivity, passiveness is life. Carrying that pure life is feminine quality. When I utter the word passiveness, you have some idea. Maybe a little bit of mixture of laziness. That is okay, no problem. Feel That passiveness is like a patch, you are carrying it in this area. Carry that passiveness, that feminine mood in this area today whole day. You will understand what I am talking. From now, whatever you visualize as a feminine consciousness, see, the moment you listen to the word feminine consciousness or passive life energy, you have some idea. Carry that mood, that idea in your heart today whole day. You can even nothing wrong. You can visualize you are a woman body. Just remove the male body. You can visualize yourself as a Devi. Even if you are carrying woman body, visualize yourself as a Devi. Means pure feminine consciousness. Pure feminine consciousness. Passive life. Understand? Society is male-minded. Restlessness. That is why life is always described as restlessness. Especially the Western mind-based society. Life means restlessness. Oh, a lot of life is happening here. I don't know how these fellows are saying that New York is a place where life is happening. So much of restlessness. Nobody knows why people are running. But that is the symbol of life. They call it Big Apple, na? Big Apple. Big Apple. Symbol of life. Understand? Because of that mental setup, you also imbibe the idea. Life means masculine. Restlessness. No. Life means deeply passive and feminine. I can say one of the biggest calamity happened to the human civilization is women are asked to work and make living like men, for which they are not created. Please understand. That's one of the worst calamity. Because the role they need to play, the contribution they need to do, did not happen because they were used to create infrastructure. Manu says very clearly, anywhere women are used to create infrastructure, that place will be ruled by ghosts. Now I think all of you can understand the meaning of that word Manusmriti. Manu is not degrading women. He is giving them the right place, which West does not understand. Which West does not understand. Understand? He says, if women are used to create infrastructure, that country will be ruled by ghosts. Means people who are depressed, people who are demons. That's what is happening. That's what I am saying. Because women have better role to play on human consciousness. They are living models and examples of intense passive life energy. They need to remind planet Earth again and again about living enlightenment. The feminine consciousness by their life. But when they are made to create, when they are used to create infrastructure, that priority of awakening the feminine consciousness, radiating feminine consciousness is lost. When that is lost, I can say the model is lost and lifestyle is lost. Again, Manu says very clearly, unless the depression from women is removed, the society cannot evolve. If women, you see, in the feminine consciousness, if the restlessness is planted, the goal orientation is planted by the society, naturally she will suffer in depression because her consciousness is not hardwired to create infrastructure for civilization. Any goals related to civilizational infrastructure implanted in women consciousness will directly lead her to depression, and it will impact on the civilization as, I can say, all possible dangers. There is so many files, so much to tell, because I myself basically a Devi worshipper. The first mantra I got initiated into is Devi mantra, and the first experience which I had is feminine consciousness, and I can say the person who gave me sannyas, first I received 2, 3 initiations, different things from different people. The first one was from female guru, and my first disciple, Mantra Diksha, female, and first my sannyasini is a woman. If you see the whole thing, if you exist as you are in feminine consciousness. If you want anything and move physically or mentally, you are in masculine consciousness. So that anything which you want physically or mentally and moving, if that movement is stopped, you are done. Nothing else. That's all. If you just remain in the feminine consciousness, you are done. Oh God, I can go on and on and on, explain, express so much about. If men are asked to create infrastructure and women are asked to radiate the feminine consciousness, the whole civilization would have been different. All the religions based on sacred feminine energy are peacemaking religions, accepts everybody, everything. All the religions based on masculine are all terrorist religions, cannot tolerate others' existence. See, I am giving you the very clear base definitions. All the mother-based religions, sacred feminine-based religions, not only they will be passive, accepting everything. Anything which cannot tolerate others is masculine. All right. I'll connect each file which is coming out of me with your questions. I think then I'll be able to tell more things, because now too much is there. If I connect with your questions, you'll be able to relate, and these truths can work on you. I think before starting the questions, few minutes, just sit as Devi with a deep, passive life. Sit as Devi. Don't bother whether you are carrying a male body or female body. Just sit as Devi. Pure feminine consciousness, which is beyond male body or female body. Be Devi. See very clearly, your body is not there. In your place, Devi is sitting as you. Just sit as Devi.